But He's dead.
Her body language to me, it looked like I thought she was into military.
It's been mixed.
Sorry. For
What
what?
are we gonna rush you for?
Stay put! I will get that chair out.
If we can try to help you in any way, shape, or form, then...
I don't know what you mean by help me. I just wanted to make a good life for myself.
I can't breathe! I can't breathe!
When Ohio police investigate a noise complaint, they come face to face with a 19-year-old autistic man in the midst of a mental health episode. But it's only when police learn that there's an outstanding warrant for his arrest that a bad night turns into a terrifying descent into hell. In the county jail, the young man is stripped, confined, and restrained until one thing becomes crystal clear. He won't be leaving the same way he came in.
I just don't see anything good coming anytime soon.
The following report is based on official police records, and most of the footage has never been seen before until...
Mix it up with different game modes and dominate the arena. Download the arena today.
Now, just before midnight on March 12, 2023, officers with the Lebanon, Ohio Police Department respond to a noise complaint, not knowing that this seemingly low-priority call will lead to disaster.
Police department.
What's the reasoning?
I don't know, somebody called us here. They said somebody was fighting.
Where?
They said this apartment.
I guess I can discuss.
Okay. Are you the only one here?
I got nothing to hide. I'll comply.
Okay. Is it just you here?
Yes, it's just me.
Are you okay?
What do you mean?
Are you okay? Like, are you hurt? Are you in trouble?
Are you arguing with somebody?
Huh?
Are you arguing with somebody?
Who else is here?
No one. I was on the phone with my with my family.
Can we step in and talk?
I guess.
Okay. What's your name?
Isaiah
Isaiah what?
Trammell?
Trammell?
Yes.
Okay. Can we step in?
This is really cool out here, bud.
The police take Isaiah's ID and run it through their system while trying to figure out what led to the complaint.
So someone called and said that they heard some, like, screaming and, like, a whole... It sounded like there was, like, a domestic going on in here. Does that sound familiar to you?
Discussing my day.
Okay, so you just had a bad day, essentially.
Maybe a bad week. And
That's
my
not
mom
rough, bud.
won't talk to me. My uncle just refuses to talk to me now. So,
You and Uncle got into it on the phone?
yeah, because he wanted to blame me for things I never did.
Isaiah explains that losing his job at Walmart was one of many recent misfortunes, and he's clearly hopeful that tonight will not bring another one.
You guys are arresting me for this, are you? For what?
What are we gonna arrest you for?
Oh, no.
We don't know that. I mean, we're not saying you did anything.
Oh, no, I was worried about this stupid vape.
That's not illegal.
Oh, really? Thank God.
Police aren't worried about Isaiah's devices, but there are things that attract their concern.
These holes in the wall, are these new or are these old? Some of those today?
Not today.
Okay. Just from this week? Yeah.
I'm
That's...
going through a lot mentally, and I don't have anyone that will understand or seems to actually care. Because no one, my mom blocked me. My dad doesn't answer anymore. I'm sorry, I'm not mentally good, but I don't want to die. I just don't want to. I don't have
That's not going to be the person we're out with.
I don't have a way to deal with it.
The officers ask him how old he is, which elicits yet another troubling response.
I turned 20 and
You turned 21 or you turned 20?
20 in a month.
Oh, alright. So you've almost made it 2 years. Almost.
I don't like it.
You don't like being an adult?
I've never liked life.
But you don't feel like doing any harm to yourself?
No, I just don't see anything good coming anytime soon.
When the officers begin talking about a possible match for his name in the system, Isaiah grows wary.
What are we home, Butler?
Yeah, confirming.
Okay.
I'm not going anywhere, am I? Because I do have a job interview tomorrow morning at 8:30, and I swear to God I'm not losing it because I can't be taken. Because then there's really no hope left.
Where's your interview?
At McDonald's.
Here in town? Okay.
And I don't want to be turned away from him. Turned away.
And we just want to make sure that you're going to be okay, and if we can try to help you in any way, shape, or form, then
What do you
we're going to do that. What do you mean?
I don't know what you mean by help me.
Help you by, like, if you want assistance with as far as, like, how you're feeling and stuff. I mean, we do have outlets and things, like, you know, people that gets free stuff. It's not anything like you have to worry about paying for.
But it's not long before dispatch sends out a message that will alter the course of this young man's destiny.
I didn't even hear him. It's confirmed.
You guys are
Walter Montgomery? What is it? Domestic. Oh, you in trouble for domestic violence?
No.
In Montgomery County?
No,
Never?
never.
Really?
Right, why?
They're saying that you got a warrant, bud, through Montgomery County
For what?
for domestic violence. Did you fail to appear?
There was no court. I was never called or anything. My number was given. There was no officer, no one that ever called me, no letter sent, no nothing.
Was there an incident where police came out?
Yes, but I went to the hospital.
Okay.
I went to the hospital. I didn't go to jail. I went to the hospital.
Do you have shoes and stuff around here?
Am I going to jail?
Yeah, you're gonna have to go. We're gonna have to meet up with Montgomery County. Yeah, that's kind of the situation we're at. All right.
Wait a minute, please. Look, I'm already in a really bad state right now.
Well,
I do not need
the
for
problem-
something I didn't.
The problem is if we don't go ahead and make the arrest, then it's a dereliction of duty on us. Okay, so we have to.
The scene quickly escalates, and Isaiah makes a move that takes all of them by surprise.
Please don't arrest me. Please, please,
Well,
please, please,
we're
please.
kind of past that point, Isaiah. We have to.
What did I do?
You have a warrant, buddy.
That was
so,
years ago. Wait. Please don't. No, I'm not gonna hurt anyone.
He's got knives right there, so.
I wasn't grabbing the knife on you guys.
Just chill, bro.
I mean, I went back. I wasn't going towards the knife.
Chill. Relax, okay?
Please.
We're not charging you with anything, okay? But you have a warrant.
I have a lot of mental health
I
issues,
understand.
and no one even cares.
The way you're behaving, okay, is only gonna make things worse, okay? Calm
I'm
down.
already been known to lie.
I
You guys are
I
not.
understand that you made a decision.
He's on for a mental health crisis, and now you want to put him in jail when he's already hated.
Listen, we have no choice. We have to, okay? When somebody puts a warrant out for somebody, we have to make the arrest, okay? For them. And so then once you get this taken care of, then you're done with it.
But how long?
Deal with it.
But I don't want to go to jail. I'm not.
Nobody wants to, okay? But listen to me. I need to find your shoes, though, okay?
I don't have a way back home.
Listen, we can figure that out, but we need shoes for you.
You don't have to jail.
I just wanted to make a good life for myself.
Well, I would love to do that for you too, Isaiah, but we have a job that we have to do too.
Speaking of jobs, it's one of the main things on Isaiah's mind as they put him in the back of their patrol car.
They're going to be able to answer your questions.
But what if I miss my job interview?
It's McDonald's. They have job interviews every day, okay? Every restaurant is hurting for people. You'll have another chance.
There's Taco Bell, there's all of them are one people, okay? And I'm sure they're not going to hold this against you. They have people that have many criminal charges, okay? So your domestic violence situation here is not going to hold anything against you.
I don't have a domestic violence on me. There was never a domestic violence case.
Okay. Well, they're telling us differently.
We don't know
okay?
anything, Sal. We just know there's a warrant for your arrest.
So tuck your leg in there, bud.
Please.
As he's transported to Montgomery County, Isaiah reveals his biggest fear.
I don't have anyone, and they're gonna kill me in there, sir.
They're not going to kill you, Isaiah.
Yes, they will. I read all about it. The prison system don't care.
It's not a prison. It's a county jail, Isaiah.
Isaiah is handed over to a Montgomery County deputy who greets him with some bad news.
It's not gonna happen on the job, alright? You're not gonna get it for 1 hour talk tomorrow morning.
What?
So when you make a call, you're gonna have to call and let them know. Call whoever you're gonna call, let them know that you're not gonna be able to make that job interview. Alright?
Then I'm not gonna get it. Why do you want me to be homeless?
I didn't say that. Did I say that?
Please, look.
I heard you. I can't do anything about that, alright, bud?
Look.
Never job interview.
Yeah. It's just like a stick of dynamite and you just wait for it to explode.
When Isaiah arrived at the jail, he reportedly began banging his head in the outer receiving room. A licensed social worker evaluated him at 1:13 in the morning, determined he was a threat to himself, and recommended putting him on a strict mental health watch. He was stripped of his clothing, given a special gown, and escorted to a cell without bedding. Nearly 9 hours later, he's still in the cell.
Sit down. You remember how the street chair felt? Remember what Sergeant said? You're gonna go there for 10 hours next time you go in there. You wanna do that? Then have a seat and chill out.
Isaiah hasn't been in the cell the entire time, however. At approximately 4:15 in the morning, after he hit his head multiple times on the window, the guards strapped him into an emergency restraint chair and kept him there for 2 hours before releasing him. At 9:30 a.m., Isaiah attended video court on his domestic violence charge. But while he was given a bond, he wasn't immediately released, and his dismay is evident.
Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Stay there.
7 hours earlier, Isaiah told one of the jail's mental health professionals that he wanted to keep banging his head until it was fatal. As the morning unfolds, the guards repeatedly respond to Isaiah's increasing turmoil.
Stay put. I will get that chair out. Stay right there. Hush! Sit down. That's because you're acting like a
The guards don't hesitate to remind him about the emergency restraint chair, and when they begin to get it ready for a second round, Isaiah's reaction tells a vivid story.
When we get it set up, yep. Put it down. I'm doing it yet? I know. I'm just getting the strap set up. Unless they need to see the strap anyway, so. No, we're just training. You remember that, right? No, it's gonna be it sucks, right? Everything you're doing right now, listen to me, look at me. Everything you're doing right now is going to push you back in there. You need to have chips. You need to bring it down. I don't know what you need to do. You need to face that corner, close your eyes, but you have to dial it down.
Two of the jail's mental health professionals talk to Isaiah, but their strategies are less than successful.
If you do that, you're going to go back to the chair. You know, they have to keep you safe. Yes, it is. Listen, you got to calm down. Hey, calm down. You're an adult. Let's talk like one. Just shoot him. You just told me that you want to hurt yourself and gave me a whole plan. You just told me how you wanted to hurt yourself. Okay.
You sure you don't have to?
Don't put him down. Put him down where?
A little more than 10 minutes later, Isaiah's behavior takes a shocking turn.
Headshot. Yeah, you just full-blown just hit his head.
The deputies prepare to enter Isaiah's cell, sending him into a terrified frenzy.
You should have stopped, bro. Turn around. Turn around. I said so. Turn around. Lay on your stomach. Lay on your stomach. Scramble. Chill out.
Isaiah, who'd reported to the jail's medical staff his diagnoses of Asperger's syndrome, ADHD, anxiety, and depression, doesn't settle down once restrained in the chair.
I can't breathe! I can't breathe!
The guards wheel Isaiah into the jail's small emergency restraint room, where his terror only grows. An EMT talks to Isaiah and learns a new disturbing detail about his injury.
We have to stop hurting ourselves. You didn't look like that when you were in my office, so you got a new injury here to your head. How to do that guy in my head? I know, I'm supposed to look out for like 3 seconds. How did you do that? I sleep this
Hours earlier, when speaking to one of the mental health professionals at the jail, Isaiah reportedly said that all he wanted was a blanket and a mat to go to sleep. He was denied both due to the precautionary watch. He also talked about banging his head, which he said, quote, "is the only way I know to get rid of the crazy in my head."
I have mental illness, I swear. I don't get that. Can you tell them?
I'm going to communicate that with them for sure, okay?
Can you please help me get out of here and get to a better spot?
I need you to help me help everybody.
Please, I want meds. Can I have meds? Can I have meds? If I have meds, stop, please. Please, the quickest you get me meds, the earliest they might stop.
So I'll actually call the nurse and hope them.
It's Isaiah's final round of screams, and soon he's no longer communicating at all.
Hey, Isaiah. Isaiah. Look. Isaiah. Hey, look at me. Isaiah, look at me.
It's determined by jail staff that Isaiah needs to be seen at the hospital for a higher level of care.
I think we can go. This is going to take him out. This way we get her done real quick.
Photos taken of Isaiah's injured head show significant swelling from at least one of that night's head strikes.
Let's do his feet. We'll do his back last and arms last.
You're okay? Feet are up.
Alright, we'll do shoulders, and then we'll do arms, and we'll each have one, and we'll do the last.
An internal investigation by the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office concluded that all jail employees and contractors followed the policies and procedures of the Sheriff's Office during this incident.
Alright, buddy, stand up.
Medics with the Dayton Fire Department transported Isaiah to Miami Valley Hospital for further life-saving measures. Sadly, however, 19-year-old Isaiah Trammell died 3 days later from complications of blunt force head trauma. The coroner ruled that Isaiah was responsible for his own demise.
This wind is insane. Feels exactly like White House survival.
Any large amounts of United States currency in the vehicle? How much money you got in there? Okay.
This marks the very moment when police pulled over a combat veteran and took his entire life savings.
This guy's $100,000. It's in a Ziploc sandwich baggie.
I must have had your ears burning because I was complaining about not having enough hundreds in my drawer.
On February 19th, 2021, a retired Marine is pulled over by the Nevada Highway Patrol when he makes a bizarre confession, leading officers straight to a huge stack of cash. As surprising as this is, the events that follow will prove to be even more shocking, resulting in intense public scrutiny and a lawsuit that plans to challenge the American legal system.
The driver of this vehicle was following that red and blue semi-truck too closely, less than a second following distance. Was driving under this vehicle. Stop him up here at Mustang, make sure everything's okay.
Officer Chris Brown pulls over Stephen Lara of Lubbock, Texas.
Travel appearance.
Hey, good morning, Trooper Brown to that Patrol. How are you today? I'm doing great. Hey, the reason I'm stopping you, we have a special enforcement campaign going on. We're trying to educate drivers about violations they may not realize they're committing, but we're seeing a big increase in crashes out here. First, applaud you on your driving. You drive great. You're driving really slow. It appears that you're trying to drive safely under the speed limit. I appreciate that. I just want to talk about your following distance, especially around commercial vehicles. Came up behind a red and blue tanker truck, a little bit too close behind him. You gotta navigate that. You got your driver's license with you? Awesome.
I appreciate you, by the way.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Do you have a registration card with you?
Well, it's a rental car here.
Okay.
So I do have my rental. If you don't mind, it's underneath.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Any weapons in the vehicle? Oh, perfect. Yeah, if you can grab the rental car, that'd be great, man.
Stephen tells the trooper that he's going to Portola, California to visit his daughters for the weekend before heading back down to Texas. He answers all of Trooper Brown's questions without hesitation and appears to be in good spirits, completely unaware that this seemingly average traffic stop will soon transform into an all-out nightmare.
You said your daughter lives up in Portola?
2 daughters.
Okay. They both up in Portola?
Yes.
Come on over here, man.
All right.
You a fighter?
A fighter?
Yeah, you got a tap out shirt on.
Well, I've got a lot of training. I'm a retired Marine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. What'd you do for the Corps?
Well, I was a data chief initially, but
Okay.
then they changed the MOS to cybersecurity chief.
Okay. When'd you get out of the Corps?
I got out about 2 years ago.
Give me a second, man. All right. Hang on. Ever been in trouble with law enforcement before?
Never.
Okay.
While Trooper Brown radio sends Stephen's information, Stephen truthfully answers all the questions about his job, hotel reservations, and weekend plans. However, Stephen will soon find out that this lighthearted chat might not be as innocent as it seems, as Trooper Brown is about to reveal that an unsafe following distance may not have been the only reason he was pulled over.
Hey, while I'm working on this, let me ask you something, man. This is going to sound kind of weird. Part of my job out here is I do what's called highway interdiction. I look for people that are smuggling contraband through our state, across the country, weapons, humans, drugs, illicit currency, things like that. Anything in the vehicle I should be aware of? Okay. No firearms? No explosives? Okay. Are there any drugs in the vehicle? Cocaine? Yeah, I gotta ask all these silly questions, right? Okay. Any large amounts of United States currency in the vehicle? Okay. What's a large amount of U.S. currency to you? Okay. So there's over 10,000 in there? Okay. How much money you got in there? Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Would you give me permission to search your vehicle today? That's okay with you? Okay, perfect.
Regardless of one's belief in their own innocence, it's advisable to not consent to a search of one's vehicle under any circumstances. Although he has the right to refuse, Stephen voluntarily agrees to let the trooper search his car, completely unaware of just how much he will come to regret that decision. As Trooper Brown gets the paperwork ready, Trooper E.J. Tumanoval arrives on the scene.
Good job this way.
Come out to see my daughters.
All right on. Out here in Reno? Out here in Reno?
Well, California.
They doing okay?
I know you got a suspicious. I'll ask lots of questions so I can get to the. Yeah, I'm not really worried about anything, so I'll give you any information you want.
As Trooper Brown gives Stephen the paperwork to read and sign, Trooper Tumanoval heads to his vehicle to get his sniffer dog, Jill, nicknamed Jillybean, to see if she finds anything suspicious.
Jillybean, Jillybean, We go play.
While some dogs sit to signal a positive hit, other dogs are trained to freeze, just as it appears Jill does while searching the car. After letting Trooper Brown know it was a positive alert, Trooper Brown searches the contents of the trunk when he comes across a camo backpack. Meanwhile, Steven drops a bombshell on the trooper when he reveals just how much a lot of cash really means.
You guys do this to everybody, or?
I just stopped out with you. Our job is to look for traffickers. I'm not saying you are. Don't worry.
I'm a retired Marine.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know. I was just called here to help out.
Must be the haircut.
Is it? I don't know. I almost got the same if I would put it down. I don't know.
He's gonna find a large amount of cash in there.
Is he?
That's okay, because I got my receipts in there too, so.
How much cash?
A lot.
Hey, he said there's a large amount of cash in there.
I already told him.
Oh, did you? Okay.
But in the same bag, you're gonna find all my Bank of America and all my receipts. I don't trust banks, so I keep cash.
Oh, do you?
I don't have anything to hide from you guys. I know it's not illegal to keep a large amount of cash either, so.
Nope, not at all. How much cash you got?
Probably about 100 grand.
100 grand? Have you ever been stopped before and had money taken from you? From the government?
No.
No.
I know you guys, it's not illegal to have a large amount of cash either.
No, not at all. Nothing's wrong with that. This is Reno, so we get people coming with a large amount of cash all the time to go gamble. And
so I don't have a problem with you taking my cash because it is mine and I do have proof for this.
Trooper Tumanoval shows an interest in the tire sitting in the trunk of Steven's rental car.
What's in the tire?
Cracked rim. I'm getting it repaired over here.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. You guys can cut that tire up and look inside if you want, but I would ask that y'all reimburse me for it.
Right. Oh, yeah, the state would do, if we did it, if it came to that, but we have items that we can check first before you get to that point.
Whatever you need to do.
Trooper Brown makes a call to someone who, according to court documents, is DEA agent Shane Murray.
Hey Shane, how are you? Good. Hey, can you head out to a traffic stop? Or are you busy on that other stuff on today? So far, I'm still searching the car, but a big bundle of money, it says probably at least 100,000.
After telling Agent Murray their location, Trooper Brown continues to search the contents of the trunk.
Hey, Brown, you just got something to tell you about the
What y'all like real suspicious and all? That rim is spread. If you grab my phone, it's in the car. And you look at the last number I dialed, just hit the dial. I won't even touch the phone. You'll see that there's a place up here in Reno that fixes cracked rims. Okay. And they'll pick up, and all you can do is identify it, and you'll see that I was trying to take that in to get that cracked rim fixed. I cracked it in Texas because it's snowing, and the roads are and there's big potholes and everything. So I'm just trying to get it fixed because I know the place up here that fixes it, and that's all I was trying to do.
I appreciate that, sir.
No worries.
Unfortunately for Steven, despite his assurance, Trooper Brown is still unsure of him.
This doesn't make sense. There's some receipts in here, though. But
You said you put receipts in. So it's just nothing.
okay.
Oh, man, so here's the deal, all right?
I think you're a good guy.
I'm a good guy.
So how much cash is that?
About 100 grand.
100 grand. So, as you know, right, I'm a vet, he's a vet, you're a vet. It's not illegal to carry currency, that's currency. It does, though, make us ask some questions on why someone has 100,000. I can understand why you don't trust banks, especially in this day and age right now.
Discipline and lots of savings.
What's that?
Discipline and lots of savings.
So with that being said, if you're willing to talk to me about it a little bit, I'd like to. I know you got a bunch of receipts in there. I just want to make sure that it is your currency, that it's not being used for nefarious activities, right? It's not money laundering or something like that going on. That's the questions that are raised, that potentially money laundering or something like that's going on. So
That money right there is for my two daughters.
okay, you gonna give it to them on this trip or no? Or that's just your nuts?
That's my money and my two daughters' money and nobody else's.
Okay.
I take that money right there and I buy them things, put food on the table, I buy them clothes with that right there. Fair enough. That's me looking at you man to man in your eyes and telling you exactly what that is.
Perfect. Okay.
Well,
I got some questions I'm going to want to ask from here from this. If you're willing to answer them, I appreciate that.
I have nothing to hide from you.
After Stephen agrees to further questioning, Trooper Brown reaches out to his sergeant, Glenn Rigdon, to update him on how things are progressing.
It's a strange one, but not a strange one. Consents to a search, said there's money up there. We located what he says is $100,000. It's in a Ziploc sandwich baggie.
Although it's not known what Agent Murray says to Trooper Brown, the call only lasts for about 40 seconds, and Trooper Brown informs him that he will start a brief with him, likely referring to Stephen.
Hey, Stephen. Stephen, you have any weapons on you, right? I know you're... You mind if I just pat you down real quick? Face my car real quick, man. Ferdinand, do me a favor. Have a seat in my front seat, pull in.
As with all other previous requests made by officers, this is something Stephen is more than willing to go along with because, as he puts it, he has nothing to hide. Unfortunately, however, he still doesn't seem to realize that the more he agrees to go along with their requests, the deeper the hole he has dug for himself will grow. Now that Stephen is aware of his rights, Trooper Brown can finally begin the questioning process.
So, what is the source of the currency that you have there?
Sources and how do I make my money?
Yeah.
I'm a retired U.S. Marine. I get money from the VA for my disability. And it's money that I have earned from my employment, my job. Doing IT work for a hospital. Sure.
Why do you transport cold currency like that?
Well, there's nothing illegal about it.
No.
It's, I keep it on my person and I secure it.
Okay. So for security?
I don't trust banks. That's why I have a large amount of currency there with all the receipts which I keep in there for this type of purpose, in case anybody questions it. And if those receipts get looked into, you'll see that those are my accounts, that those deposits are made for, all those withdrawals are made from.
Stephen goes on to inform the trooper that he owns a debit card and only uses banks for direct deposits before he answers even more questions about the money.
Is there any reason that you can think of that a trained drug detection canine would alert to the presence of drug odor coming from that vehicle?
No.
Okay.
Like I said, I gave you a consent to search the vehicle. I have nothing to hide, so
Okay.
if the dog alerted you guys, I can't tell you where it's coming from because I don't do that stuff.
Okay.
Nor do I have it. That is a rental car, so I don't know. I can't control what happened before I got it.
Fair
I
enough.
can't control what happens after I drop it off.
In cases such as this one, if officers persist in questioning, it's typically because they lack sufficient evidence and are seeking information that could be used against the individual. At this juncture, it's crucial to cease further communication and seek legal representation. Stephen is being fully cooperative here, and yet the treatment he gets is contrary to law enforcement's claims that cooperation would prevent such actions.
If the currency was to be utilized for a business transaction, personal purchase, is it going to be used for any of those, or is this just your savings?
It's my savings, and I plan on buying, getting a home.
Okay.
For my daughters and I in Texas.
Okay. So you're planning to use that to buy a home in Texas?
Yes, absolutely.
How am I supposed to find this? Think you can do better? Try helping me that.
So unfair! I should have been the one who married Sebastian Klein. He only gave us $500,000 out of his trust fund when he's worth billions.
I'll help you get Sebastian Klein. What is there to explain?
Although Stephen has been an open book throughout this entire process, Trooper Tumanovau is keen to take Stephen's amenability a step further.
Hey, so you said you're okay with this going with your phone?
What do you want to go through my phone? What are you looking for?
Just trying to verify everything's correct like you've been telling us.
The only thing I'm authorizing you guys to do is make the last phone call I made just to verify that I was going to take that entire, that grandma to get it fixed.
Okay.
But, you got personal pictures and stuff on there. I don't want you guys looking at pictures and stuff. You understand?
I want to look at your pictures if you're okay with that.
Yeah.
So I can look at everything else with your pictures?
Yeah,
That's fine? Okay.
Despite any officer's demeanor or apparent friendliness, it's imperative that one refuses access to their cell phone in a given situation. As awkward as it must be to have a stranger look through your phone, Stephen has no idea how much more uncomfortable things will get. But while the questioning comes to a close, Sergeant Rigdon pulls up to the scene where he can be heard taking a call from DEA Agent Murray.
What's up, Shane?
There's just no way I'm gonna go and make it out there.
No issues. It's too easy to do an adoption. You know, we contacted you, so I think everything's gonna be okay. And I'll text you the money count after we get it. It'll probably be a couple hours.
For those who are unaware, adoption refers to the process of property seizure by law enforcement agencies as permitted by the U.S. Department of Justice's Equitable Sharing Program. When an adoption takes place, the federal agency keeps 20% of the proceeds, whilst the remaining 80% kicks back to the state or local agency, which is, in this case, the Nevada Highway Patrol.
So, here's the money. He has a ton of receipts. He's in the military, he gets the VA money.
Is that what you're getting for?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one for backpack. You got some pictures?
I think just, yeah. I'll put it on the car, maybe that one.
While processing this information, Sergeant Rigdon briefly examines a bag of MoneyGrams and what appears to be money orders.
Balance is 1246.
Having finished questioning Stephen, Trooper Brown asked Trooper Tumanova to hang out with Stephen so he can share his findings with Sergeant Rigdon.
And his balance is got low balance is gonna be super good with. He's like 2019. I mean, there's not a lot in there.
Since the arrival of Sergeant Rigdon, Stephen appears slightly agitated, perhaps finally realizing just how out of control this situation has gotten. Despite his frustrations, Stephen still manages to keep his cool, unaware that Sergeant Rigdon is about to test his patience even further.
Commander Aptis? I don't even know if you have time for me to tell you. I'm just a little frustrated, man, because I'm being treated like a criminal right now. It's not your fault. We've had a lot of bad experience in the past. I get it, bro.
It's very, very odd to carry 100K in cash like that.
Well, but it's not illegal. But I can understand.
But
I can understand your perspective. And everybody's been very professional. I didn't have anything to hide. That's why I let you search my vehicle.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, I told the gentleman here I don't trust banks.
Well, you have 5 different banks to deal with. You got Wells Fargo, you got Plymouth Bank, you got the Bank of America, and then there's one other bank in there. So I mean, you do trust banks.
Well, no, I don't, because if you look at my...
And then direct deposit has to come to the bank.
I'm sure it does. It goes to Bank of America. But if you look at my banks, there's no money in it. That's why those receipts, that's why I keep them. So if you call the banks that he has come, and I'll call them right now, and I can show you what's in my bank accounts.
Despite Stephen's conviction, he'll soon learn that no amount of reasoning will help him out of this situation.
So why the distrust of the banking system?
I just don't trust them.
Yeah.
That's just my reasoning. It's my personal thing.
Oh, I'm not trying to convince you one or the other. It's just it's not usual.
I understand.
So we're looking for the unusual. You know.
I understand.
With the currency stuff, I mean, somebody ripped you off, or I mean, you look like you can take care of yourself in a fight, but you know,
Yeah.
I wouldn't get comfortable going around with guys.
Well, I mean, I can understand where you're coming from.
I mean, how long did it take you to accumulate that much?
Oh God. I started saving since I was becoming a Marine Corps, 20 years.
How come it's all hundreds?
So I don't have to keep more. I mean, if those were all ones, my God, I'd have to, you get me more.
Yeah. We usually it's actually a cool trick. So one bill weighs 1 gram. So if you weigh that and get the grams, and you multiply it by 100, you can tell by weight roughly what it is.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
So, that you can weigh them over 1 gram.
Learn something every day.
It's very, very odd. We're going to do a little bit further investigation on it, and we'll be on our way very soon.
After expressing his suspicions to Stephen, Sergeant Rigdon consults Trooper Brown, giving him an opportunity to share his opinion on the matter at hand.
What are your thoughts, Chris?
I understand more towards, it's odd, but...
It's odd, but it's not packaged like normal.
No, and he's answering the questions, there's receipts here, and
I would like to put the dog on the currency, man.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, everything lines up. As odd as it is, everything lines up.
With the travel story and stuff like that, man, I'm gonna get on my scale and look at that.
Sergeant Rigdon requests the assistance of a second sniffer dog. This time, Trooper Brown uses his own dog to detect the bag of money. Trooper Brown's dog has just given a positive hit on the bag of money. However, it should be noted that according to a comprehensive review by the Journal of Forensic Sciences, several studies have shown that between 67 and 100% of circulated U.S. currency is contaminated with cocaine, leading them to the conclusion that a positive canine alert to U.S. currency is not sufficiently reliable to determine that currency was used in an illicit drug transaction.
Positive alert. We'll go forward. Okay.
With the go-ahead from his sergeant to begin the adoption, Trooper Brown walks to his truck to get a bank bag. Meanwhile, Stephen looks noticeably more antsy as he seems to realize where this is headed.
So once the cash is not there anymore, where's it at?
The sergeant took it. They did a secondary sniff to see what spot. I don't know what happened with that. Everything was on camera. Okay.
I'm just asking because that's my money.
Hey, I get it. No worries.
Soon, the sheriff arrives and is caught up on the situation.
We got a positive alert on the currency by itself. We had a positive alert on the car. Right now, we're just trying to determine whether or not it was proceeds. I believe it is proceeds. It is in big bricks. And they're not old bills. He claims he's been saving it up over 20 years.
That's not your bills.
No. No, those are all current bills.
It's really good, but they're equal. It's just.
His travel plans are consistent with what we see with drug traffickers. So how much is in there?
100,000.
About 100,000. That money has not been saved up over 20 years. It's newer bills. So they're not 20-year-old bills. Yeah, it's not 100,000.
Okay, well, I'm guessing. And so, that's my life savings. I've been saving since, so I went in the Marine Corps, which is in 2000. So, I've been saving for the last 20 years.
Yeah, what we're going to do, I believe there's drug proceeds related to it.
Drug proceeds?
Yeah, it's very common, sir. We get people that are trafficking large quantities of marijuana from out in Northern California to all states east, even from Reno.
Sir, I can tell you right now,
I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to happen, okay? We're going to seize it today, but that doesn't mean we're the final judgment on it. It's going to go through the DEA, okay? So the DEA will contact you, and the DEA will provide you with a means to fight it. You're going to have to provide your pay stubs. You're going to have to provide drug receipts and stuff like that. Okay.
After receiving this distressing news, Stephen desperately tries to convince Sergeant Rigdon of his innocence one last time, not realizing that his mind has already been made up.
So if you take that money, I don't have any money for me and my kids this weekend. I don't have anything.
You got a wallet on you?
No. My jacket's in the car.
Okay.
I don't have anything.
You don't have a wallet? Where do you keep your identification?
It's in my jacket.
Okay.
I'm telling you, God is my witness, man. I mean, I'm a retired Marine. I don't have any reason to do drugs or anything like that. That's my life savings right there for me and my daughters.
I respect your service, sir. I serve as well. Okay. I have cops doing stuff that they shouldn't be doing. They go to jail for whatever they're doing.
That's not me.
So you're who you are doesn't influence whether or not we take action on what we see, okay? If it is legitimately earned income, you're going to be able to provide those pay stubs, and they'll give you all your money back. But I believe it's drug proceeds.
It's not drug proceeds, sir. I'm telling you right now it's not. I don't do drugs, sir. You want to do a drug test today? Let's do a drug test. I'm okay with that.
You know what a lot of drug traffickers use?
I don't know anything about drug trafficking.
I don't know what you know, sir. A lot of drug traffickers want these people with absolutely no criminal history. A guy with a long drug history or drug trafficking history is not going to be the one transporting the currency or transporting the drugs themselves.
Here's the thing. That money in there is, like I said, that money is my life savings. I'd like to go through. You want to take it? Okay. I'm going to give me an attorney. I want to know exactly how much you're taking.
I'll tell you what it laid out as.
I would like to go bill by bill.
No, we're not going to go by bill. What you'll see is you'll see it seal it into a bag. Okay, in a bank bag.
Can I take a picture of that?
Yeah,
I'd like to take a picture of it.
As his reality comes crashing down, Stephen, while still remaining respectful, becomes more firm, a development which appears to take the sergeant aback slightly.
Do you mind if I take a video of it being still? I'd like to do that.
I think, you know what, you're on video right now, and I'm giving you the case number, and you can request that information. You can request the entire recording and the entire stop.
Okay.
Everything that we did, sir.
Okay, you know. I'm not going to totally cooperate with you guys.
I appreciate that, sir.
There's a seat down there on the ground, I believe that's mine.
Hey, Dave, can you pick up that piece of paper? Yeah.
Need some fuel for an epic gaming session?
Throughout this incident, Stephen was under no obligation to answer all of their questions. It's evident that his willingness to cooperate was being exploited, and instead of acknowledging his innocence, the officers attempted to utilize his responses as a pretext to seek justification for seizing the cash. As Stephen is left with no choice but to come to terms with what happened, Trooper Brown has been busy bagging up his life savings. But before he's sent on his way, Stephen has some parting words for Trooper Brown.
So I'll let you know. I know you're just doing your job. Money that I have in my jacket is only $2. I need to pay for my kids, rent, my hotel. The reason I need that is to protect. Got no way providing for my children. Just like that. Get back to Texas. I know you're just doing what you feel is best, but like you know, my sergeant. It sounded like my sergeant talked to you about that a little bit. Told you what was going on. Those lines. So I just wanted to tell you, Officer Brown, you're taking money out of the kids' mouths. Sorry, you're taking food out of the kids' mouths. Like I said, we believe right now that this is drug proceeds was currency. Well, I'm going to prove to you that it's not. Perfect.
After taking down names and badge numbers, Stephen drives away, likely still reeling from that 90-minute whirlwind. Shortly after, Sergeant Rigdon and Trooper Brown head over to the bank to deposit the cash.
Yeah, that's perfect.
I must have had your ears burning because I was complaining about not having enough hundreds in my drawer.
The amount of money the Nevada Highway Patrol seized from Stephen turned out to be $86,900. Stephen made good on his promise to get an attorney, and his case wound up being taken on by the Institute for Justice, a nonprofit advocating for forfeiture reform and other issues they consider abuses of government power. Although the federal government had 90 days to obtain a criminal indictment, obtain an extension, or initiate federal civil forfeiture proceedings after a valid claim to the property had been filed, the money wasn't returned to him until over 6 months later after the lawsuit was filed, and after the media attention caused by Stephen's story being featured on the front page of the Washington Post. It's likely that the officers were aware of insufficient grounds to justify the seizure of the funds, which may explain the delay in filing the necessary action for the seizure or forfeiture of the money. Not wanting this to happen to anyone else, Stephen and IJ also sued the Nevada Highway Patrol in state court, but the case was put on pause for almost all of 2022. In January 2024, a judge rejected the Highway Patrol's motion to dismiss the lawsuit, allowing Stephen's claims to move forward. It only remains to be seen if Stephen will be awarded the ultimate justice for what he endured on that fateful day.
What is there? Oh my god.
Don't think we want to know, maybe.
Someone taped it on there, right?
Yeah.
I pulled that back. I was like, wow, I gotta stop watching Criminal Minds. It's the first thing that went through my head.
In September of 2022, police officers with the Ann Arbor Police Department arrive at a downtown apartment complex to perform a routine welfare check. Despite the routine nature of the call, officers are unaware of the sickening scene awaiting them behind the door. The following series of body cam videos have never been seen before. On the afternoon of September 1st, emergency services at Ann Arbor receive a call requesting a welfare check.
I'm a social worker with Ann Arbor Meals on Wheels, and I was calling to request a non-emergency wellness check for one of our clients.
And do you know that client's name?
Yep, it's Patricia Falkenstern.
As the call continues, the social worker shares an odd detail about the situation.
And just so as a heads up, the neighbor has been answering her door. They are sometimes friendly with each other and other times not friendly with each other. And he's saying that she's there and sleeping, but we haven't been able to actually get in and verify that she's okay.
Employees and social work officials at Meals on Wheels inform authorities about interacting with Patty regularly, and that her continuous absence is out of character.
Okay, well, I don't know if she'll go out there.
As officers are dispatched to Patty's apartment, nothing is going to prepare them for the depraved scene lurking behind her apartment.
Mix it up with different game modes and dominate the arena. Download Big Arena today.
Door.
Hey, Patty, in there?
What's that?
Hey, Keith. It's Ann Arbor. Police. You with Patty?
No, she's out.
Oh, you mind opening up?
What's the problem?
Oh, you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Meals on...
I didn't have my walker.
Oh, okay. Meals on Wheels has been calling because I guess she hasn't been answering the door. They're worried about her.
No, I live next door. I answer the door.
For Meals on Wheels?
Yeah.
Okay, but is Patty here?
No,
Oh, where's she at?
I don't know.
You got her phone number? We can call her? We gotta make sure she's okay.
I don't know her number. It's a 616 number.
Okay. You mind if we take a look in there and make sure she's alright?
She's not here.
Okay, where'd she go?
I don't know.
Well, you told me she went to the store earlier. Now you're telling me you don't know. You're not in any trouble. Nobody's in any trouble. We just gotta make sure she's okay.
I'm sure she's okay.
Okay. How long
She went to the co-op.
How long she been gone?